my J-Stones, it's Mary Jim and I'm back with another video, and today's video is going to be what are your gifts and talents. So we have 4 piles today. Pile number 1 says Candy, number 2 says Slenderman, number 3 says Golden Boy, and number 4 says Ferrari. So these are the 4 piles. We also have some stones on top if you resonate with the stones. So yeah, these are the 4 piles. Pick which one resonates and let's get into the video. Hey my J-Stones, it's Mary Jim and I'm back with another video, and today's video is going to be what are your gifts and talents. So I don't have my sage with me, but I have a candle. So I hope you guys are having a great day. Remember, stay safe. I love y'all. What else? Happy New Year. And let's get into the video. Remember, it's a general reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. So yeah, for pile number 1, you chose Candy. So I'm gonna tell you a little bit of a backstory before I start. So your song is True Love by Pink. But so for pile number 1, Candy, this was a code name for a guy that I had a crush on. Like, actually, he turned out, we're not gonna talk about that. But anyways, so what happened with him? He was very soft-spoken and sweet, but I mean, he had a tongue, obviously. Like, I feel like that's most introverted people, where it's kind of like people expect them to just like they're very timid. But it's like, if you provoke them, fam, they will get angry because you have the anger card. So it's kind of just like, don't be fooled by appearances, basically, as well. Because I mean, candy, you eat it and like it's sweet and everything, but it gives you a toothache. So I'm not saying that like, I'm just like saying like, not everything is as it seems, basically. And yeah, he was sweet and everything. He played hockey as well, so maybe you could be into hockey. What else do I remember about him? He had like, it's a similar skin tone to mine, actually. Similar skin tone to mine. I'm just thinking about him now. But yeah, anyways, so that's basically Candy. His name started with a C as well. I need to stop. Anyway, so for pile number 1, your song is True Love by Pink. Like I said, there's no one quite like you. You push all my buttons down. I know my life would suck without you. You're an asshole, but I love you. It must be true love. Nothing else can break my heart but true love. No one else can break my heart like you. Try to wrap your little brain around my fingers. Okay, wait, let me do something. Anyways, so what are your gifts and talents? Let's see quickly. What are your cards? I'm getting a really great energy from you for the most part. Okay, so you could be a water sign or an air sign. It could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, as well as a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I'm also getting Leo. I'm getting like air sign, fire sign as well. So I feel like you definitely could be a Leo, or a Sag, or an Aries. Like, I'm getting a lot of Aries, like a lot of fire signs. So I feel like what are your gifts and talents is that, let me see, it's kind of like your love. Is that your gift and talent, that you can love people? I feel like you can love people even though they do you wrong. And I guess that's a talent, because some people can't do that. And I feel like that's your gift and talent, that you can love people. And I feel like you believe in true love as well. And I feel like that's also your talent. It's the fact that you believe in true love, and that like you believe in like that love can like fix everything, and like love is something that like love makes the world go round. Love makes this, like love is the answer to everything, like literally. So I feel like that is your gift. Like, it's literally love. You could be in love with someone right now. You're gonna fall in love within the next 3 to 9 months. So I can definitely tell you, like, love is gonna be something that's gonna impact you a lot. Like, I'm thinking about You season 2, like the girl that he meets is called Love. And she was also into tarot cards, and I was just like thinking about that while I was busy doing my tarot cards. But yeah, I feel like you just like, love is your gift. It's your talent, that you can love people, you can receive love. So I feel like if anything, you should be working on your heart chakra a lot, because just like saying like you are open to love, you love yourself, you love all parts of you, your shadow side, your other, like, you just love, that's definitely your gift. So there's no one quite like you. I feel like you're definitely like, a very unique person. I feel like you have a very exotic personality. Your aura is something that can't be replicated. Your magic is something that can't be seen anywhere else as well. You push all of my buttons. Maybe you like to push people's boundaries, and you kind of like push people to just like see through what the facade that they're trying to like put up. Like maybe you see someone busy struggling with something, and you will try to give them clarity, even if it means like you're not crossing a boundary, but more like you're trying to open them to something else as well. And then it says, I know my life would suck without you. So I feel like a lot of people, are attracted to you. So make sure like it's not like leeches or anything, but I feel like a lot of people are attached to you, and just like your energy as well. So that's why they're saying it would suck without you. You're an asshole, but I love you. Maybe your taste in partners isn't the best as well. Like I can say that, and it's kind of just like the love that you give certain people. Like there was a quote that I read, and I think it was, all the people that I've loved before, something like that. You wouldn't take the love back. It's kind of like they probably needed it more than you. And yeah, I think that's very true. Like the people that you love, even if they're assholes, quote unquote, um, they needed the love more than you had. And like you have enough love that can, you have enough love for yourself. So it's like you have enough love for other people as well. And then it says it must be true love. Maybe you're really good at putting two and two together. You could be a matchmaker as well. And you're good at like telling if someone's your soulmate or not. Like that's weird, but it's like I feel like you can tell if someone is, you know, meant to be in your life, and you can tell if someone's not meant to be in your life. Like you can just be like, I'm following my gut feeling, my instincts, and that's it. Like literally. And then it says nothing else can break my heart but true love. So you understand that like I feel like the only thing that can like hurt you is basically love. Like if people like words can just like hurt you, and it's like your sensitive and sweet soul, that's your gift. It's something that you can bring into the world. Definitely. And then it says no one else can break my heart like you. So you could, like I said, you're gonna fall in love with someone soon, and it's kind of just like yeah, you're gonna be in love soon. And it's a talent, because being in love is something very hard. A lot of people marry for status or fame, and I'm definitely not saying that. Like if you marry for things that aren't for love, like that's completely up to you. Like I no judgment here. But I feel like you're the type of person that's gonna marry for love. And I feel like that's something that's just like it's scary for some people, because if you love someone, um it means you appreciate them. There's so many things that go into loving someone. And the fact is, if you love someone, like they can hurt you, because the people you love the most, the people that can hurt you the most, right? So yeah. And then it says try to wrap your little brain around my feelings. So you could have a lot of feelings, and a lot of people just don't understand how to handle you or your emotions. And it's just like, fam, try to understand it. Try to understand my feelings. Try to understand it, like that type of thing. And I'm getting like you could get angry sometimes as well, because you have the anger card. I feel like you're very in tune with yourself and other people as well. You're in tune with your emotions. So that's also another talent and a gift of yours, is that you're very in tune with other people. I feel like you can read a room very well. You could be a tarot reader even. Or you're thinking about starting a tarot. But oh, I don't know, you just started a business as well. You're very intelligent and playful nature. You have a great sense of humor, gentle, deep inner strength as well. You're complicated, and I feel like a lot of people want you to meet their friends. Like maybe you meet, like you hang out with your friends, and then they have their other friends as well, and you're like, why did you say we can hang out if your other friends are here? And you're just like, and then they're like, I don't know, I didn't expect to see them. And they're just like, no, they wanted you to meet their friends. Like people want to meet you, they just want to like get a taste of your energy. So you're very confident as well. I feel like you wear your emotions very well. Like you wear your heart on your sleeve type thing. Like even if you don't wear your heart on your sleeve, like it's kind of just like, say now you fell off the stairs, you're busy bleeding, and then it's just like everyone can see you're in pain, but then you stand up and you keep on walking, and someone asks you, oh my gosh, what happened to your knee? And then you just like walk off like it's nothing, but they can see that you're in pain. I feel like that's just like your vibe, where it's like you can literally be in pain and you can just keep on moving forward. And I feel like that's definitely something that you can do. Even if it's not moving forward, you can stand your ground, and that's very important. Like it's like what's this one quote that I read? I think they said like life is about how much you can endure, and what's gonna hit you in life, and how you can move past it and move forward basically and grow as well. So you're very attractive, like I said. I feel like a lot of people are attracted to you because you have a very magnetic soul. You could be indecisive as well, but I feel like whatever career you do choose to pursue, it's gonna be something that you're gonna pour like your entire heart into as well. But then coming back on, like I said, I feel like this is you calling in new love. Like I feel like it would be very easy for you to manifest a new man. You could be manifesting a man right now, whichever journey you could manifesting just a new partner. And I feel like this could be your partner that you're busy manifesting. So this is the trusty old Jack of Hearts. So the Jack of Hearts person. This is the Cupid, the lover card as well. It can be a close friend that you could fall in love with as well. So I feel like love is very important in your life as well. You could have light here as well. You help other people. You have a lot of charisma and charm. And like I said, a lot of people like your energy. Like I said, you have very pure intentions. You're a born leader. You're very compassionate and selfless. And then you also have the Two of Spades. So your gift and talent is that maybe sometimes you feel like you don't know what you're doing. You don't know if you're doing the right thing. You don't know which path you're on. I'm gonna make a video called "Are you on the right path?" So you don't have to worry too much about that. But yeah, it's kind of like you just have to keep moving forward, and eventually, like, what's meant to be for you will come forward as well. And then you have the Two of Diamonds as well, and this is using your intuition and putting something set in stone, moving really fast as well. I feel like you have a lot of memories with a lot of people, so it's like if you ever feel like you just, I don't know, maybe you feel like running away sometimes or something like that, if you just feel like a feeling that's like not serving your higher purpose basically, I feel like you need to remember that you have so many memories with people in your life, and people think about you a lot, like you're on a lot of people's minds. People pray for you, people love you. You are loved because you love, and love is important to you, and it's important that you make love a priority in your life. And because you do that, like, you make love like a priority, like you make time for love, like literally, like I feel like you could have like a, like, just like a set of time like in your day where, like, what, let me just be grateful today, let me just love this person today, let me just do this because I love them, and like that's very sweet energy that I'm getting. So you're great, you're great. And then you also have the Eight of Diamonds, so you can balance everything as well. You have a freedom of choice, and you know your worth, and you're not gonna conform to what other people say that you should be. If someone says you should be doing this because of this and this and this, you're gonna be like, listen, yeah, I'm gonna do this because I want to, period. So maybe sometimes you don't know why you do certain things, and you don't always know your motives, but like I'm telling you now, you have pure intentions when it comes to like most things, okay? And you're very confident and trustworthy and respectable and powerful, and you have lasting peace. I forgot to put my piece on. Where's my piece? Okay, I don't know where it is, guys. I don't know where I put it. Okay, it's fine. I'll do it in the next reading. Apparently, if you hold something in your hand, in your teddy, like if you hold something, if you see something at night, it's, what do you call it? A sign of anxiety, guys. I didn't know that, but I watched the TV show. Sorry, I watched the TV show called Alexa and Katie, and apparently that's what they say. So I was like, okay. So that's why you gotta get the peace. Just like, if you're ever feeling anxious, like maybe you could be feeling anxious right now. It's just like, breathe through your diaphragm. And yeah, you also have a lot of nines, and nine has to do with spirituality, so you could be very spiritual as well. Nine of Spades has to do with controlling your emotions, being very tough and successful. You're very wise and giving as well. And you want to help the world. Like, that's honestly amazing. Like I said, pure intentions. You also have the Nine of Clubs. This is being emotionally experienced. So like when it comes to emotions, you're very experienced. You know how to handle your emotions. You also could be very romantic. You're very accomplished. You attract wealth. And you have a destiny, fam. Like, literally, you have a destiny. Like, it's all written out for you. You just gotta move forward. So yeah, I don't see any seven, so you don't have any stagnant energy. So I feel like you're trying to be as active as you can. So yeah, you have practical goals. You're taking a chance. You're very curious. And it's like whatever you do, it's because you chose to do this. So whatever happens in your life, you chose to do this, and it's meant to happen as well. So that's what I got for pile number 1. I'm literally running out of colors, guys, when it comes to this book. So yeah, don't get too comfortable with me giving colors. So yeah, you have the color apricot. So let's see what they say for apricot. Amethyst again, like literally I'm just getting like your heart chakra. So um this emphasizes a calm and gentle atmosphere, someone that's sweet and pleasant, and then it says it's also associated with love and feelings of love. You have a pleasant aroma, so you smell very nice. Territory based. You know where you grew up and like you know your roots basically. You're self compatible. So you're compatible with yourself. Speaks of healing as well. And just like wait before you act on something. So it's also saying that you like if something's gonna happen to you, just like take a moment and make sure you're making the right decision with everything that you do. You're very resilient as well. Okay, so I'm gonna read this for you. It says resilient. Be careful, even though the person seems to be soft and vulnerable on the outside, seemingly sensitive to change and approached with care, he has inner strength and will be able to withstand many difficulties. So you are very resilient. So that's what I got for pile number 1. I really hope the video resonated. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Hey my J-Stones, it's Mary J, and I'm back with another video, and today's video is going to be what are your gifts and talents. So for pile number 2, your song is Treat You Better by Shawn Mendes. I won't lie to you, I know he's just not right for you. I know I can treat you better. Any girl like you deserves a gentleman. I'll stop time for you. I just want to give you the loving you deserve. Tell me, what do you want me to do? So you could be a water sign, a Cancer, Scorpio, or a Pisces. So you chose the Slender Man. I'm trying to think of the person that we had a code name for. I can't remember, but he had very long legs, and that's why we named him the Slender Man. Maybe you could be scared of something right now, so it's like telling you don't let fear control you as well. Okay. So what are your gifts and talents? I feel like your gifts and talents is so you have the yes card. If you've been asking any questions, the answer is yes. Let me see. Okay. I feel like I know what your gift and talent is. It has to do with pain. I feel like. And how you treat others. I feel like you treat people really well. So you could have just gotten out of a relationship because you have the false partner in a common situation. And I feel like this is definitely a very key factor because the song says treat you better. So I feel like your gift is that you can treat people right and you know how to treat people. I feel like your actions definitely speak louder than your words. Maybe you are just a really great friend. You will text your friends in the morning and say good morning. You will say good night. You are the type of person that will treat your partner with respect as well, and that is your gift and talent because you show compassion, you show sympathy, you show empathy, and that's very important. You know, like being an empath. So if that is you, I feel like you definitely could be an empath. I feel like for me personally, like I'm actually like I'm not like connecting, like I'm just like trying to say something anyway. So I mean, I remember personally for me, I didn't like being an empath, just like because I thought it was like annoying at times when you feel everything and everything. Like it gets annoying, but I feel like it's something that's very important for you because being an empath, being able to feel how other people are feeling it shows compassion, you know, like it's very brave because you can endure what other people are enduring as well while dealing with everything that you're dealing with yourself as well. So that just shows how much strength you have as well and how you treat people so well. Like you literally treat people so well. Like it doesn't matter what you're busy feeling. I feel like you can still treat people well. Like you could be having a hard day, but you can still find the time to help someone in a time of need, and I feel like that is your gift because it's a gift to be that nice, you know. I feel like you just have such a sweet presence with you as well. And then it says I won't lie to you, so I feel like you could treasure honesty. I know it's just not right for you. You could have a gut feeling for a lot of people. Like, I feel like you can tell people's intentions a lot. Like I said, you definitely could be an empath. And the other thing about being an empath is that you can tell people's intentions like towards you. So if you just met someone and you can, and then someone's like, why are you being so rude to them? And it's like, you can just tell that this person doesn't have the right intentions for you. You can tell that this person isn't in your best interest. And it's like, you're not being rude. You're just like, you're not about to go through that again. Like, why must I, like, why are you trying to, mess up my life? Like, no, So I'm feeling like, yeah, you just get a gut feeling about people. So you should definitely be listening to your gut feelings a lot. And then it says, I know I can treat you better. So you treat people really well. And then it says, any girl like you deserves a gentleman. So maybe sometimes you say that like you aren't good enough for people, but it's like you are enough. And I feel like you have the ability to change yourself, but like not in a way that Ariel changed herself for the prince, but more in a way that you will adapt to things for other people's benefit and for your own as well. Like you always change for the better. You don't stay in a stagnant place ever. And then it says, I'll stop time for you. Like I'm getting Bruno Mars grenade even. So I feel like you just love people a lot. I feel like you're very caring more than you're loving. I feel like you're just very caring. Like you have a very caring spirit as well. And then it says, I just want to give you the loving you deserve. So maybe sometimes you're just like, you seek justice for people. Like I'm getting like Batman type thing when I was watching Gotham, like Bruce Wayne. He just wanted to help people. Yeah, he just wanted to help people. Like that was his main goal, and I feel like that could be you as well. And then it says, what do you want me to do? So you always try to not hurt people's emotions and feelings as well, because you know how it feels to be hurt. So it's like you wouldn't want to cause that pain on anyone else as well. With that miss you card, I feel like someone could be missing you right now. And then you also have the I need you card. So like I said, I feel like someone's missing you right now. And your talent is that I feel like you can go days without maybe calling someone up, which is weird. But I mean, I feel like you could survive in like in the wilderness or something like that. I don't know, but I'm getting like a wilderness type vibe. That's a very specific message. But maybe you just like I feel like, so in prisons, I'm pretty sure people have, there's like solitude, and like solitude confinement, and that's like a punishment because you're left alone with your thoughts. But I feel like you personally have the strength to overcome that, because I feel like you could be alone. And I feel like that's very important. Like that's a talent and a ability that you have, because you can be alone. And I feel like that's very important, to be able to be by yourself, because it just shows that like you have definitely a certain type of mental capacity. So the Jack of Clubs, this person has always the best interest. Like they always have the other person's best interest at heart. So it's just like, what is gonna benefit you, and that's what you bring to the table. Like whatever's gonna help the other person, because in turn you always feel like a good feeling when you help people. And I'm pretty sure Denzel Washington said the most selfish thing you can do is to help other people. And I feel like that's so true, like honestly, because it makes you feel good when you help other people. So yeah, you could have darker hair as well. You have a calm appearance. You're very passionate in all of your relationships, whether it's a friendship or a romantic relationship. You stand your ground as well. Um, and I feel like you just like you attract a lot of people that like um are very different to like opposites definitely attract when it comes to this. You could be with someone right now that is kind of just like your opposite, or you could be um yeah, I feel like you're just attracting your opposite right now. Was telling you that whatever you're doing that's in your comfort zone, you should do something out of your comfort zone as well. You're very loving and faithful and devoted, and you look at things from a mental point of view as well. You're very intelligent, like I said. Then you also have the Six of Hearts. So the Six of Hearts, you are a negotiator, compromiser, and a peacemaker. You know the laws of love. You know the laws of love. You know how to communicate in love. You know how to tell people bad news. I feel like if you're a doctor, if you don't get good news and it's like you have to break the news to someone, I feel like you'd be the perfect person to like break the news to someone, to tell them bad news. And that's also another gift that you have, because it's kind of just like when I say like don't hate the messenger or something like that, or I'm just a messenger. I feel like you could be a messenger. Like you're good at conveying messages to other people. You're good at articulating yourself and getting your point across to other people as well. And you get people to think about things that they do themselves as well. Maybe they always thought, oh, this is the way things are supposed to be, and you're gonna be like, no, like looking from this from a different point of view, why don't you think about this? And you just like broaden people's horizons as well. um So yeah, you also have the Seven of Diamonds. So the Seven of Diamonds. Um, so yeah, both people are satisfied in your relationships. This is known as a mutualistic relationship. So I feel like all of your relationships, for the most part, are mostly just like you guys both benefit, you know. So yeah, and maybe you always try to look at things in a half glass full type thing as well. Guys, what's wrong with my speech? Um, childhood memories as well. Being a dependable husband, and I feel like you're gonna be the boss of someone. Like maybe you're gonna get a job offer soon. You also have the praise and manifestation cards, so you're very good at manifesting and praying, and that is a gift. Like literally, praying is a gift, fam. If you can pray well, like I feel like I'm not the best prayer, but like I can't pray in front of people. Like I always get nervous and shy. So like if you can pray, kudos to you because like teach other people. Like literally, if you have a gift, teach it to other people. Like this gift that you have, teach it to people, please. Um, because you also have the distance separation. I feel like you can aim distance and separation from other people. Like if someone's family is like in a strained relationship, you could come forward and be the mediator. You are yeah, you have the Six of Hearts. Like you can be the mediator and help people to resolve their problems, fam. Like, are you a lawyer? Are you an employed lawyer? But yeah, like I said, you have gut feelings about people. You can tell if someone is gonna hurt you or not. So you also could be like maybe into kung fu or something like that, martial arts. I feel like you are able to feel other people's emotions as well. So that's very important. And also with music, I feel like you can connect to people through music, or maybe you connect to people through music. But yeah, it's just like about connections. I feel like you're connected to a lot of people. You also have this card. Maybe you like smiling. Well, I don't know. You try to be as happy as possible. You're very enthusiastic and loyal as well. Sorry, I thought it stopped recording. Um, and then as for your color, you have the color ruby. A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R. This emphasizes a formal and dynamic and royal atmosphere. So royalty, it says blossoming beauty as well, a growing plant. You're very considerate as well. Maybe you're gonna make a decision about something. And I feel like you have really amazing dreams as well. So that's what I got for pile number 2. I really hope the video resonated. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Hey my J-Stones, it's Mary Jim and I'm back with another video. And today's video is going to be what are your gifts and talents. So let's get into the video. So for pile number 3, your song is Warm Honey by Willow. Your heart melts into my cup. It tastes like warm honey. But now I open up my eyes big enough to cry. The universe is too bright, speaking through my third eye. But then we fall back to earth, learn to love, but then I realize that I don't exist. Amen! So you have Golden Boy. I feel like your personality is like so enticing to a lot of people, similar to part number 1, but definitely not exactly. I feel like if you watched Flapjack, I forgot what it's called, The Adventures of Flapjack, and yeah, but he just always saw the best in people, and he had such a glowing spirit around him. He had such an amazing aura as well. So Golden Boy, we had a code name for him. So I didn't have a crush on this guy, but actually my friend did. So yeah, shout out to you, B. You're definitely not watching this video, but so he had golden hair and he had amazing eyes, so he could have amazing eyes as well. And yeah, he just looked like Golden Boy, so that's why we named him. He didn't act like a golden boy at all. He was a naughty guy. He was literally always getting into trouble, like a troublemaker. So you could be a troublemaker as well. But I'm not getting that type of vibe mostly though. So what makes you what is your gift and talents? I feel like your gifts and talents is to be able to be objective in situations when you need to be. So you also have the no card. If you've been asking any questions, the answer is no. So like I said, I feel like you're a Scorpio or something like, a Sagittarius or an Aries. I feel like they're just like, you can be objective. I feel like that's definitely a talent that you have as well. I feel like you put a lot of people at ease as well. Like if someone is going through a hard time, then like you would be there to like be a buffer and to make someone like, you know, feel better, because I just feel like they need your honest perspective, they need your honesty, like they need your truth, you know. um so yeah, the Two of Cups could also mean something to you. Maybe that is your life card as well. Let me see, do you have any twos with you? No, you don't have any twos, but yeah. So you also have the something good card, so something good can happen to you within the next week as well. I just feel like you have a very young presence with you as well. I feel like you just have like you sprout pink. Like I'm getting like pink, 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 and pink. Even with this color pink as well. And like, you know, pink represents friendship, affection, approachability, playfulness, and communicating tenderly as well. And just like, you know, being a kindred spirit and just being very youthful as well. And then it says, I feel like you can speak your way into a lot of people's hearts as well. Like, for example, I'm thinking about this one person. I'm not gonna. Okay, anyway, so like her name was Emma Johansson. She's a YouTuber, and she was dating this other guy. They broke up, unfortunately. And she spoke about how she fell in love with him. And she said that she fell in love with him because he was so expressive with his emotions. And maybe that's you. You can be very expressive, you know. Um, but like remaining objective. And she said, like, you know, guys, like they were always taught before, like I'm sorry to bring it to gender and everything, but I just feel like I have to say, like, even if you don't relate to gender, you don't have to, but just what I'm basically saying is, like, guys were always taught that, like, you know, they have to be strong, they have to withhold their emotions, they can't cry and that type of thing. And it's kind of like today we're learning that men can, you know, be expressive, they can cry, they can do all this, because like, fam, why should your emotions be attached to a gender at all? But anyway, so that's why she fell in love with him, and I feel like that's your type of thing where it's like and now when guys are expressive, like we just like we love it, you know, and like sometimes we get so attached to how guys speak, and it's just like sometimes, you know, like they're lying, they don't actually actually feel like they that way, but other times it is real, and I feel like you're the on the other spectrum where it's like you can be expressive, you know, and it's still like very new when guys are busy expressing themselves. I mean, not new, but it's just like you don't see it every day, because like guys are still sometimes installed where they have to, you know, have this very rigid exterior as well. So that was a long story time, but I hope they resonated with someone, and like if it did, like definitely let me know down below. Whether you are female or not, maybe you're always like you're in a situation where you just always have to like act like a certain type of way, but you're like, no, like I'm feeling like this, so I need to express myself like this. Like you're very expressive, you're naturally expressive, you artistic as well, you also could be musically inclined, but like if you have something on your chest that you want to express to someone, you have to do it. Like, fam, there's no other way. um you also have the reunion card, so you could be reuniting with someone as well very soon. So it says it tastes like warm honey. So like I said, you're very refreshing to a lot of people. You also could be a healer. Maybe you're working on your throat chakra as well. So it's like speaking your truth, living in your truth. You stand up for yourself. You say what you believe is right as well. Standing up for human rights. And then it says, but now I open up my big, and now I open up my eyes big enough to cry. So it's like if it, like you can finally be your authentic self, and that's a gift, because literally living in your truth is hard. Like if you want to be yourself, like it's hard, fam. So yeah, and this is like big enough to cry. So crying is like just like being open and vulnerable as well. And then it says the universe is too bright. I feel like you also could be very spiritual. You could have your third eye open even. And you're just like, yeah, you realize that the universe is so bright, it's so big. Like, how do you even open your eyes when everything is so bright? Like, literally, there's so many opportunities around you, and you attract so much abundance in your life. So, you know, keep on putting out that positive energy out, because you're definitely going to receive it back. And then it says, speaking through my third eye, fam. So, everything you say is through your third eye. Like, it's not through anything else but that. And then it says, but then we fall back into earth. So maybe sometimes you just feel like you're like on top of the world, other times you're just like, whoop, nope, I'm still on earth, you know. So it's like, um there was a quote that Ben Platt said in one of his songs, a lyric. He said, don't let your wonder turn into closure. And I feel like that's very important, because when we're doing our manifestation, and when we're, you know, it's like being spiritual, like we need to remember that we shouldn't let our wonder turn into closure, and just like the future be our escape, you know. So like if you're in a circumstance right now, I mean, for some people, like it's important. Like I'm getting like Anne with an E. So she had red hair as well, and she just like she used her imagination to escape reality. And escapism is, you know, a thing, and like Pisces use it as well. I feel like a lot of people use escapism just because it's like you don't want to deal with reality, so you use other things. And it's like, I feel like there's positive aspects to it and there's not so positive aspects, because you have to realize if you use it all the time, it's gonna catch up to you, you know. So yeah, but it's a talent that you have as well, because she used her imagination for the better as well. And then it says, but then I realized that I don't exist. Like, fam, we don't exist. We don't exist, like, literally. I feel like you understand your role that you play in people's lives as well. You understand where you stand in people's lives. You understand like what you can say to people and what you can't say to people. Just like boundaries as well. So it's like if you meet someone and you guys are close friends, but you guys aren't close enough to say, like, I don't know, like you aren't close enough to tell them your family business, but you're close enough to tell them other things. It's just that type of thing where it's like, if your friend tells you something, you're not gonna pry and be like, tell me everything about you because I need to know. You're gonna be like, listen, yeah, I understand that you go through your own problems, I go through my own problems. Like, let's be respectable adults about this. Like, honestly, we're bigger than this. We're not petty, okay? You're not petty at all, as well. You can transition to a lot of things as well. You're goal orientated and very cheerful, and you're always learning lessons, and you teach other people lessons as well. Like, I feel like people live their life vicariously, by, if that's the right word, but they live their life through you, basically. Like, I remember there was one person that literally did that with me. But yeah, so you know, you definitely work very hard. Like, you could even work night shifts, so you work very hard at night. I don't know, but I'm getting something about the night. Maybe the moon means something to you. You could be controlled by the moon, could be a Cancer, or just like your moon sign is definitely coming through whatever moon sign you are. So yeah. And I feel like it's also telling you that you have to connect with like-minded people as well. So your soul tribe is coming. I feel like right now maybe you're feeling like you don't know where they are, but I feel like they're gonna come soon. You also have the have to walk away card. So I feel like you can also detach from people, and I feel like that's again a talent that you have. Um, I got a message. I'm sorry. Detaching, like I said, detaching and escapism. It's a talent, but it's just like don't indulge too much in it. But yeah, it's definitely something that's like powerful. Like you're very powerful. Like yeah, you're definitely very powerful. You also have the I'll wait for you card, so you could be very patient as well. You have the Seven of Clubs, so your gifts and talents is that you can work very hard. Like I feel like you're just like a light worker, or you just like work very hard. So yeah, like if you feel like your work doesn't go recognized, it definitely is recognized. You know, people see that you work very hard. They can tell you work very hard. Not like you have bags on your eyes or anything, but just they can see with your work ethic and how you speak and how you present yourself that you aren't just, you know, lounging around the house. And if you're lounging around the house, that's chill too, fam. But I feel like you're just not one of those people. So yeah, you're analytical and observant as well. And you always challenge fearful thoughts or challenge the status quo. Ugh, this airplane, get away, be gone. Be gone. That's go away. Are you making TikToks? I don't even know. Maybe you're watching TikToks or watching those funny YouTube videos, something like that. Like, I don't know. But anyways, so you also have the Four of Hearts, and that is a protector, inner peace, vivid imagination, and it's telling you that you mustn't be open with everyone that you know. Like, don't be open with all your friends. Like I said, like I already mentioned that as well. But yeah, let your friends. Yeah, like I said, like friends is a big party. I'm also getting. And like there's gray areas, you know, like nothing is black and white as well. And then you also have the Four of Spades, and this is like again speaking about how hardworking you are, and that's definitely an ability and a talent, because you know pulling yourself out of like certain things, like um personally I can say, like, you know, when you're depressed and everything, like it's hard to get out of bed, it's hard to wash, it's hard to do certain things, and it's just like you do that and more. So you know, round of applause to you if no one else is telling you that they appreciate you. I appreciate you, fam. You're doing great. You're wonderful. Keep going. Yeah, okay. So you also have the Jack of Spades. You're young at heart, charismatic. You like to experiment with certain things. So if someone says, oh, I've never done this before, I feel like you're not closed-minded. You're going to be like, you know what? I've never done this before. Let's do it. Let's start. And yeah. And you cap aan. You always cap aan. And if you don't know what that means, this is a very crucial South African term that you have to learn. Cap aan means you move forward. important. Like literally just go to any one of your friends and say we kapan, like fam, that's important, important. And then you also have the King of Spades, so you're very like, you know, authority, a leader. People like getting advice from you as well. And through suffering, they make it to wisdom. And you can't be separated from your high crown. You're ambitious as well. So that's what I got for pile number 3. Pile number 2. So your color is something that starts with a C. Something that starts with a C. Let's go for Chiron. A, B, C. So this emphasizes a quiet, cool, and peaceful atmosphere. Someone that is sensitive, someone that's helpful as well. It says a call to rest. So, you know, it says it is reflective of a detail-oriented and hard-working individual, and it can be a call to rest. I remember I was busy watching the Cancer reading, and they said that like you overwork yourself sometimes as well. So even if you're on like a water sign, just like don't overwork yourself, because it's just like, you know, don't overwork yourself. You're neat and you're clean, and it's a life-giving spirit. Yes, boom, yes. So that's what I got for pile number 3. I really hope the video resonated. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Hey my J-Stones, it's Mary Jim, and I'm back with another video, and today's video is going to be what are your gifts and talents, my babies outside. So for pile number 4, you chose the Ferrari. I'm trying to think, who was the Ferrari again? I remember he had a name. Oh, I remember him. So he had a twin brother. You could be a Gemini. So you could definitely be an air sign, like Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. But I'm getting Gemini. Like, I feel like you definitely could be a Gemini. But hey, I was going to shout. But then I remember I have a mic here. Let me not shout. But, okay, wait. So, yeah. You also could swear. But anyways. So, Ferrari. So his name, I'm not going to say his name, but his name starts with an F. So your name could start with an F. Oh, no, that was their last name. The last name started with an F. The first name started with a V. So VF. Anyway. So this person had a brother. They were attractive. Light skin, black hair. A lot of people had crushes on them as well. You also could have a nice car. But yeah, so your song is I'm Not My Hair by India Area. Hey ma'am, you're not your hair. So it says, so your birthday could be in February, and something could have happened to you in the year 2002. 2002. You know that song which is like, I'm so 2000 and, wait, I'm so 3008, you so 2000 and late. I'm gonna spit. Ooh, so you're attractive too, fam. You're like a triple threat. Anyway, so because it was time to change my life, I am not my hair, I am not the skin, I am not your expectations, I am the soul that lives within. It is time for us to redefine who we are. It's not who's on your head. It's not what's on your head. It's what's underneath. I'm expressing my creativity she would enjoy every day of her life. So, what are your gifts and talents? I feel like it's how you express yourself. It's how you look. And the things that you do. Like, I think I read this BoJack Horseman thing, and Diane was busy talking about, so the thing about, I used to be obsessed with BoJack Horseman. And I feel like, yeah, I used to be obsessed with him, you know, and like I wanted to be BoJack low-key, but the point is, I'm not sure where I read this, but the point is like, you shouldn't want to be this character that was so flawed, you know. They were showing all the negative, like, they were just like, you know, showing like this character, and it's like you can sympathize and empathize with them as much as you want to, and you should show it in your real day life, not in this TV show. Like, you can if you want to, but I'm just like, it's so complicated. But like, I wanted to be him for some reason. I'm not sure why, but like, I think that was just like in the past, and now I realize that it's like, you shouldn't want to be like BoJack. Like, that's the whole point. Like, you shouldn't want to be like him. And in like Rick and Morty, like, you shouldn't want to be like Rick, you know, because just like, he hurts his family. But it's like, it's having empathy for them, and it's like that. But anyway, that's a whole other discussion. What was I trying to say? Oh yeah, so they were having a conversation on the rooftop, and then um, Bojack kept on asking the entire time. He's like, "But deep down, like I'm good. Like tell me that I'm good." And Diane said, "I don't believe in deep down. I believe that we are the things that we do, and I feel like this is the type of person that you are. Like you, maybe people try to define you by your hair. People try to define you by your skin color. People try to define you by the things that you do, and it's like." The thing is, yes. Like, literally, I'm getting yes. You don't have the yes card, but if you did, fam, the answer would be yes. So, it's like you're defined. Only you can define yourself. Like, you're defined by your soul. You're defined by everything, you know. And it's just like if people had to go and take one thing and say that's who you are, it's like they're wrong, you know. Like that's your gift is that you can't be defined. That you are limitless and you exceed all expectations and you go beyond all expectations and limitations and beliefs. Okay? So it says, because it was time to change. Maybe you're tired of like how things have been going in your life, in your family life, with other people, and you're just like trying to cause a revolution right now. Like Anne with an E, she wanted to start a revolution as well. And then it says, I am not my hair, I am not the skin. So you know that you are not defined by anything that you do. I mean, it's hard to say what I mean. Like you're not defined by materialistic things. Is what I'm trying to say, and you're not defined by your hair. You're not defined by the skin. You're not defined by what other people perceive you to be, and you're not defined by the body that you're in right now. And then it says, I'm not your expectations. Like there was this other quote that I read that said, your expectations of me, it's not my job to fulfill the expectations that you have of me, or something like that. And I was like, facts, quotes, fam, literally. And then it says, I am the soul that lives within. You are the soul that lives within. This is other guy that I watch on YouTube. I'm not sure what his name is. I'm not sure their name is. Sorry. Their gender is complicated. But if you watch them, I don't know what they're called. But anyway, so they identify as just a being, you know, and it took a long time for them to realize that they are a being, you know, and it's a very inspirational thing actually. Like, it's very brave to, you know, just like come out and say that like you exist and that's it, that's enough. And then it says it's time for us to redefine who we are. So you could be also inspiring a lot of people, and that's a gift that you have, that you can inspire other people as well. And then it says it's not what's on your head, it's what's underneath. So you challenge people to look what's underneath, what's deep down, what's inside you, you know. And then it says I'm expressing my creativity. So you can be very creative and expressive, self-expressive. And then it says she would enjoy every day of her life. So you live life to the fullest, and that's another talent and ability that you have. Because some people are, you know, too worried or too stressed to, you know, live life to the fullest, or they aren't in the position to do that as well. But yeah, I feel like you have a lot of followers and a lot of people are definitely, you know, watching you. Like I feel like a lot of people like have their eye on you because you have the public card and the third party situation card. And I'm not getting like this is a third party situation, because this isn't even about that. I'm getting more just like a lot of people follow you, you know, like a lot of people could be captivated by you and your presence as well. And you have a lot of say and a lot of influence on people as well with the public card. Like people could be stalking you, but I just feel like you are in the public eye and a lot of people like look at you as well. A lot of people want to send you messages and text you, and you could be getting a lot of messages from other people. um but yeah, like you definitely influence other people, and that is your gift and ability. You are also like I said, you're not defined by the physical things as well. You maybe even still play games with other people, like with kids you still hang out with little kids. Or maybe you have a hobby that's like just like different to what other people would expect you to do. Like you could be playing sports as well. Like you could just be like, I'm like looking at Dora the Explorer, whatever you depict from this. How she's busy playing with the ball, how she's busy playing with boots as well. How she balances everything. She balances spiritual life, physical life, material life, relationships, work, you know, just like everything, and just like a balance in it all, and being blessed in a moment. Like that's another ability to have, to fully enjoy a moment, to actually be completely present. That's a strength and ability. That's a strength that you have. Yeah, to completely be in a moment, you know. Like when someone says someone have their first kiss and they say it's gonna be magical, it's like you realize that actually, like, your first kiss, it's not going to be magical. It's not always going to be magical. But like for you, I feel like it is magical. Like, it doesn't matter if it's not like the perfect thing. Like, magic is magic. So yeah, you also have the attractiveness card. So you're, again, very attractive. You got it going. You're beautiful. You are so beautiful. Let me tell you. You also have the Jack of Diamonds. So this is a messenger. Um, you know how to make connections with other people as well. You know how to seal the deal. Um, Mixing business with pleasure. You speak from the heart. A fantasy life, and you're loyal. You also could be a Leo or a Pisces. I'm meaning Leo and Pisces. You also have that I love you card, so I feel like your strength is that you can say I love you to people. Maybe you can say I love you very fearlessly. Like, you aren't afraid. Like, connotations is just something that isn't, and like labels, like it's just like it's not important. And I love you is something that I feel like a lot of people, I don't know, like maybe the word got lost in translation somewhere. You don't have the lost in translation card, but I just feel like the word got lost in translation because it's like I love you is something very important, at least for me, and hopefully for you as well, because I feel like love is something very important. And it's just like you can say it fearlessly, like you can say I love you, look you dead in the eye and be like, listen here, I love you, fam. Period. Okay. So yeah, you also have this. Like literally, I was like doing this. Like literally, I'm taking this energy. Like you can be like when you're busy expressing yourself, when you're busy speaking your truth, speaking from the heart. Like I feel like you get really into it. So tell them before we got some stuff in common. Um, I feel like you also have a best friend that definitely looks up to you. But like I said, a lot of people look up to you. A lot of people love you. So yeah, you are always working on yourself and self-improvement as well. That's another gift and talent. Taking time to just love yourself as well, and you don't ever face defeat. Like, you, no matter what people tell you and call you, you will keep moving forward as well. I feel like a lot of people don't want to leave you with the don't go card. I feel like a lot of people like don't want to accept the fact that like it's over between you guys. Like, people don't want to get the hint as well. You also have the wait for me card, and I feel like this is just you being in control in a lot of situations, because you are in control, for the most part. And I feel like you are more able to be in control, and that's another gift, because being in control is a lot of work, because it's like you're in control, and then people come to you and they look up to you, and then you must like tell them what to do, da 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 da. So it's like that's amazing, like that's wonderful. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't ever stop. And then you also have the Two of Clubs, and this is the talker, so you can speak very well. It's a need for communication, creativity, relationships and business, good news, being well recognized as well, starting a conversation with people, being sociable, having an incredible mind, being witty. It's just like, yeah, this could be very sexual. That's a talent, fam. Being sexual, it's tough. It's tough out here, fam. You also have the Two of Hearts. This is a companion. Like, I'm just kidding. Somebody's definitely looking up to you right now. So whatever you're doing, if you feel like you're not getting recognized, it's just like people are noticing you. People are noticing you. Realization brings joy along with sadness, and you appreciate your friendships as well. And then you also have the Eight of Spades. So the Eight of Spades, this is having a strong will and strength as well. It speaks of health and healing, power, temporary emotions. There was this quote that they said in Kung Fu Panda, and they said something like, what did they say? He was like, so the guy defeated the other person, and he was like, how did you get inner peace? And he said, I took everything from you. And he was like, um, something, scars heal. And then he was like, yeah, scars heal and wounds fade. And that's important to realize. But it's still there, and like, they fade, but like they're still there. And it's just like a reminder. And you're like a reminder that you aren't defined by that. Friendships changing as well, and evolving, and accomplishing higher goals. I love your energy. I love it. And then you also have the Ten of Spades. So fear of failure. Failure isn't an option for you. Like, you're gonna make it. You're gonna succeed. A complete ending as well in all your efforts. Balancing everything. people around you not receiving the best news, but you always being there for them as well, making the sad times better, making someone's day, making someone smile, being a part of someone's happy moments as well, and not so happy moments, because like not everything can be happy as well. And it's also not realizing how amazing you are as well, and helping people become better people, and being very aware. Wow, I literally was just speaking like, fam, oof, love it. So your color is forest green, like Forrest Gump. I want to watch that movie again, like TBH, but that's gonna make me cry. I don't want to cry. So your song is, your color. Where's forest green? So this emphasizes a peaceful and fruitful atmosphere. You could be feeling a bit overwhelmed, supporting as well. It is descriptive of a person that prospers under the covering of a strong leader, in the same way that a fern grows in the shadow of a tree. Prosperity as well. You'll be blessed in all areas of your life. Speak it into the universe. And yeah, healing as well. So that's what I got for pile number 4. I really hope the video resonated. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one.